Here you're asking, what exactly would my children gain if I involve them in the household chores? You want to know what they will gain? Now listen carefully. Number one, resilience. When your children go through difficult tasks, it helps build confidence and competence in them. Household chores gives your children this platform to learn resilience early from the home. They don't need to literally go out there in the world and make a mess of themselves before they get to learn the skills. They have the opportunity to learn it at home. So mommies and daddies, give your children that opportunity. More is going to be talked about in this video. Hi, I'm Uchechi Akiyemi. Here in the Empowered Parents Show, we talk about everything parenting, helping you understand the unique child that God has gifted you with, and also empowering you with content that will help give your parenting style an edge. I've been an educator for over 12 years, and I currently own and run a school. And here in school, we understand that there's so much the parents can bring to the table. Your assignment as a parent doesn't just end in you having those children and then sending them off to school. You have a lot of impact to make in your child before your children become members of the society. Today we are going to be having this conversation on the importance of household chores, and we're going to go deeper to understanding how we can motivate our children to become part of the workforce at home. I hear a lot of family talking about my child finds it very difficult to do assignments that I've asked them to do at home. They find it very difficult to follow instruction. There's usually a power struggle here and there. Yes, that's because you have not laid the foundation. That is because you have not done the needful. Yeah, this is usually the case in a lot of African homes, but it shouldn't be so. Growing up, it was like that for me, and I realized that there could be a better way. And some of the tips you're going to be learning in today's broadcast. Make sure you stay tuned and turn on, subscribe and like if you love this video so far. So amongst many other ways that you can motivate your child, to be part of the home workforce is empowering your child's mind. And you want to start early. I'm really a preacher of early years. Yes, that's my specialty, because I believe that the foundation of everything is usually the most important process in any building, in any plan, in any process. So in the same thing happens in parenting. Foundation always matters. Start early with your child. Let your children understand the importance of being hardworking and being a member and an active, part of the workforce at home. Let them understand that the food they eat gives them energy, so that they can channel that energy into productive activity. So they don't just need to eat, sit, and then lie on the couch lazily watching TV or whiling away time. When the children understand that this is really part of their responsibility, they come from a place of ownership and they take ownership of the assignment. They don't just see it as you throwing at actions or activities at them or throwing instructions at them. They come to the place when they get an ownership mentality towards what they are supposed to do, and they get to do it right away. You can go and get all of this through stories. Let your children hear a lot of empowering stories. You can compose the stories. Let them get the morals that the stories, empowers them into hard working. Secondly, always ensure that your children's love tank is always full. You don't want to draw from an empty tank, do you? Try to understand what makes your child tick. Make sure that emotional connection with them is flowing well, so that by the time you're asking them or giving them an assignment, they come from a place of love. Even remember God, our Father. He doesn't coerce us to do His will. He makes us willing. He first of all sent His Son, Jesus Christ, to die for our sin, and we respond to service from a place of gratitude, right? So that is the same pattern that we as parents, we need to pattern our family, our parenting skills towards our children. Let's come from a place of love. Let's come from a place of relationship. Connect before you begin to dish out those instructions. Children want to help a parent that they are connected to, a parent that they are loved, a parent that they accept as their friend, in a sense. Of course, you're not just acting out and always waiting for their validations. You can also give them these instructions with ultimatums, but your children get ahead to do it from also a place of love, because that connection has been made. So my point is, let there be bonding. Let your child feel that he or she has bonded with you, and he or she will be excited and willing to assist. This is what works for me and my kids. My children always want to love up on me by doing stuff for me at home. That's very important. You want to also make sure that your children are definitely, understanding that you support them and that you are seeing the efforts that they are putting in. So never forget to praise the process and not just merely waiting for them to complete the task before you praise them. So at every part of the journey, let them understand that you see the efforts they are making and be specific about what you are praising. So for instance, there's a tough stain on the floor and the child is trying to mop. So you can come out and be vocal about it and say, I can see that you're trying so hard to erase this stain. I see what you're doing and I'm proud of you. It's very important that your children get to know that you care about the process and about the effort. And also, this also works very fine. That's like a bonus for you. Let them overhear you talking good about them. So for instance, you're making a call with a family member. So just talk about them. Oh, this child was this, love was this. Just let them overhear you talking so much about them. It builds their competence. It makes them understand that, oh, I'm so good that the world needs to hear about me, right? So these are the tricks and strategies that I use on my kids, and it has really helped me. For 7 years, I have my daughter helping out in the house chores. And once you start up with them, ensure that you are standing by their side. Don't just give them tasks and walk away. Stand beside them, encourage them, support them all the way, and show them how to do it most especially. Thank you.